So, hi, good morning. So, let us draw this pear today. Okay, the final outcome will be like this. So, we can closely observe what are the colors that are available in this. Okay, so here we have a touch of blue, right? Right here in the shadow. And we can use lemon yellow and then grass green and moss green as well, and yellow green as well. Okay, some parts here we can use yellow green. Okay, here we have brown, burnt sienna is also there here. Here burnt sienna is also there. Brown is there. Darker parts Vandyke brown is there. Okay, these are highlights that we can do with the gel pen. Okay, here we have a blue, so we need to determine what type of blue is that. You can generally use ultramarine or cobalt blue for this. Okay. So for the shadow, we will see in the last part. Okay. So what are the colors that we need? So we need yellow green, moss green and burnt sienna. They are together. Brown we need, and then we also need. So I'm taking Prussian blue. Ultramarine is also fine. Okay. So, and then we want lemon yellow. We also want brown. We have already taken brown, so Vandyke brown we also need. And warm grey. Okay. If at all we need any other one, we can just do it again. Okay. So let me show you quickly what colors I have taken here. Okay. Okay, see it here. So can you see this? Okay. So this is yellow green, this is moss green, brown, Prussian blue, lemon yellow, and then Vandyke brown. Okay. These are the 6 colors we need. So if at all we need any other colors, we will take again. So this white gel pen is also needed for the water droplets part. Okay. Okay. So let's get started with the drawing. Let's not waste time any much. Okay, this thing we need to draw. I'm using one a warm gray for this to draw. Okay, so now it is okay. I guess you can all see this. So let me quickly jump into this. So I'm sharpening my warm gray. Okay, sharpen. So we can just draw it. Okay, so I'm just drawing it this way. I guess you all can see this, right? So which one is this? Fifth one. Fifth one is here. Okay. When we draw like this, no, when with lines, it will become easy for us to do the outer outline. Okay. So it's like I'm just doing it this way. Okay. Finally, we can just draw it. Okay. It's not a big deal for us. Okay. Just draw it quickly. Okay, you should not take much time while drawing the outlines. Okay. Okay, that's all. We have finished this first part. So I'm moving on to this part. So I'm taking yellow green. Okay. So I'm taking yellow green. This is the closer color that is available with us. So I took yellow green and I'm doing the outline. Okay, like this. Okay, just smoothen the lines. Okay, You should not put lines for that. Just smoothen it. Then it will be easy. Okay, and then I'm just drawing this also. So you can use grass green for this. Grass green or grass green will be fine for this. For normal green is also okay for this. Okay, I'm just quickly drawing this. Okay, I'm drawing the wings. So for this what I say, for the other parts, droplets and all, I'll use moss green because those are darker in tone. So I'll use moss green for that. So I'm using moss green. Just randomly put wherever you can. Okay. I'm using moss green. These are not such expensive pencils, but they give the outcome very beautifully, like expensive pencils, right? Artline. These are from Artline. Okay. So I'm drawing this droplet as well. So you need to keep your pencil sharpened. Okay. Yeah, this is all we got this. Some part I missed, some gap I missed. I'm extending this part. Okay, sorry. I need to do that with yellow green. Okay, and then I'm using Vandyke brown for this part, for this outline part. Yeah, it's done. Okay, now I'm quickly moving to the third part. Okay, okay, I'm moving to this part. So let me tell you quickly. So first I'm taking burnt sienna and I'm doing over here. Okay, this part. I'm doing over here. This part I'm just doing with burnt sienna. That's all, it's over. And now I'm taking yellow green. Okay, I'm taking yellow green. Or else I am taking lemon yellow for the time being. And then I'll do this part here. Okay, here I'm doing lemon yellow because you can see here this part and this part there are lemon yellow. Okay, and some other places also we have lemon yellow. This quickly without disturbing the water droplets. I'm just doing lemon yellow. Okay, this is the easiest drawing that you can draw today. Okay, after watermelon. No, not watermelon. This is easiest one. Watermelon is second easiest one after this. Okay. So you need to draw lemon yellow like this without covering the water droplets that we have drawn earlier. You need to cover this part. Okay. So I'm just covering whole so that it gives a dramatic effect afterwards. Okay. So I'm just covering this. Leave the other parts as it is without any without disturbing the other parts. Okay. So for and then we can do what we can do. What we can do is we can shade with grass green. Okay. I'm sharpening this pencil. We can do it with grass green. Okay. See here. Just do lines without touching the water droplets. Okay. Like this. And then for darker green part, we can use moss green and do it. Okay. So these parts, you need to show these parts. Okay. So like this, you need to shade very lightly at this part. Okay, other parts it's okay because we need to show the yellow color that's there in the reference pic. Just lightly, I'm just gliding my pencil over here. I'm not doing fully. You need to observe how I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just gliding here, just gliding. That's all. Okay. And now I'm increasing the pressure at the bottom. Okay, because it is darker at the bottom part. Okay, so here it is darker now, so that's why I'm increasing the pressure. And then, okay, so what pencil I'm using? I'm using grass green. Okay, you need to turn your pencil if it has gone blunt at one side. You need to turn your pencil and do it properly and quickly. Okay, now that we have completed doing grass green, we can move on, but still there are some places that needs to be done darkly, so I'm just continuing with that. Okay. Okay, now this is all done. Okay, so now I'm quickly moving to this one. What is this? Moss green. Okay. Okay, let us do moss green for now. So wherever the darker shade you see, so this part here, here, here and all we have darker green. So I'm doing here. Okay. You just need to be carefully observing wherever you have this darker shade. You need to be doing that there. Okay. Just glide and do it there. Okay. Here it is more. Okay. Just do this carefully. Okay, this part is completed. Okay, now we can draw this droplets over the, what is this, leaf. Okay, leaves also I'm darkening. Okay, so the next part that we have is this. So here a touch of yellow they have given. So I'm giving yellow touch here, here as well. Okay, so how to draw these droplets? You need to observe very carefully. So please sharpen this moss green and grass green. We'll be using only these two things. Okay, moss green and grass green for drawing. See here, observe properly. So you need to do shading at one side. Okay, also yellow, a bit of yellow over here because it is the reflection that we are seeing. Okay, and here if you draw this, inside you can draw yellow. Okay, and then you can thicken it with green, dark moss green, because it is the shadow. See, this is how. Okay. For drawing water droplet, we are using lemon yellow, grass green, and then what we are using? Moss green. Okay, so that's it. Okay, okay. Now I have completed doing yellow, so I am proceeding with grass green. Okay, and then you need to be doing this with darker part, which is moss green. Okay, that's all. We can put highlights again. Okay, so I'm seeing this mouse green again. So now we are shading this one shadow. So I'm using Christian blue. This kind of blue green. So we can use something else for this. So let me try that. If it works, something else. Can be viridian green. Yeah, this one will match. Blue and viridian green will match. The first layer I did with blue, and then I'm going with Christian blue. Any blue is fine. Okay, that's not a big issue. So that's all. I'm just going over again with viridian. Now it is completed. So we will move on to other part. Okay, how to shape this? So first I'm using burnt sienna. Okay, here you see this part. So here it is lighter in shade. So I'm using burnt sienna. So and then I'll use brown. Okay, brown for the other part. And here, see here, like this. So and then a little bit of green, moss green, a little bit of moss green, because there is highlight, you need to leave as it is for the highlight. Okay. Okay. Now let us do the veins with the yellow green very darkly so that they'll appear. Okay. This part, whole part. I'm doing with yellow green. Okay. Remember, I'm doing that with yellow green darkly, and then I'll follow it with grass green, and then I'll do other layer with moss green. Okay, you understood? And then this part. Okay, now I'm layering that with moss green. Okay, so wherever the dark green, dark shade is there, I'm doing with that, leaving the wings to show and leaving some space for the wings to show. Okay, this pattern here we have to do like this, and then also some part of green like this. Okay, this part also you can do very for covering. Okay, now we can do highlights for this. That's it. I'm doing a bit of mouse green here. I'm doing a bit of mouse green here. I don't know. I feel like there is a lot of green in there. So I did this. Okay. There has to be light here, more highlight. Okay, that's it. Now we're done with this. The part of darker green is, I can see here darker shade. So I'm again overlaying with moss green. Here a part of darker one. can be seen. A try with green for darker shade. That's it. We are done for them. Okay. Okay.